How's it going, guys? Automox here, and today I'm bringing you a Kindred gameplay, and it was very interesting because at the beginning there are certain things that happened that were kind of awkward, but then at the end of the day everything kind of settled down, so we were able to carry it in an easier manner. Obviously, different from the other videos. This is a very straight up from the game. Like, this is not a replay. So let me know how you guys prefer, like from the replay or this way. I like it this way because you guys can see my camera movements and everything. But then again, it's not that I'm caring too much at this point because this is basically gold 1 platinum 4 elo, so I'm just using a couple basic concepts to be able to do whatever it is that I'm going to be doing in this game. Obviously, farming, minimap awareness, all of these things are very, very important, but aside from that, it's just about, following the same thought process, getting a lead, and then after that using it to go for the objectives. Obviously, Kindred, very aggressive during the early game. Zin recently got buffed. I don't really understand how the buff is still going because, from what I read on the patch notes, I am not sure if it's a buff or a nerf. I know that they added some form of AP ratios and stuff, but I don't really know. So right here, obviously straight up pathing, I'm just gonna go ahead and go from red buff to Krugs into Raptors. Then after that, if I don't see that there's anything going on, I'm just gonna grab up my blue buff, go for my mark, etc. With Kindred, usually you just want to go for the first 5 marks. These are the most important ones, and then after that, I wouldn't say it's a luxury. It's always good to get your marks, but at the end of the day, your 5 marks are going to be the most important ones, and then after that, you're free to go. So right now, as you can see, mid laner just killed the mid laner, bot lane just killed the bot lane, top lane is kind of hanging in there. So far so good. The only reason why I started bot side this game is, as you can see, we have a Azir plus Ashe. So pre-6 is not too good. Post-6 it is very good. So I can do things, but then not right now, especially because right now they're pushing. So I'm not too concerned about it. What I am concerned about is that this Katarina, and usually all this Katarina, like this is for all the Katarinas out there, they tend to go really, really aggressive. So right here, this is the first awkward thing that happens. I kind of, missed by 25 HP that blue buff. And then after that, I just said, fuck it, I'm just going to go ahead and take the Scuttle Crab and get my mark. And then obviously, since the plan worked out, I kind of have some great setup in the top lane. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. Obviously, this is why I path upwards. So that's the lane that I have set up. Also the mid lane, because I want to play towards the aggression of the Katarina. But aside from that, I'm just going to be fine. Obviously, aside from that, I'm just going to start marking this Aatrox, and this is a free kill because he's overextending a lot. I am not sure why he just didn't start attacking me earlier. He's going to blow his flash either way. So I'm just going to go ahead. Obviously, I kind of want to push, but then Irelia has the wave in a good place. So I'm just going to go back and get my blue buff. Obviously, higher elos, when you reset your blue buff like that, it means that you're going to be wasting a lot of time on this, which is not very good. But at the end of the day, it's completely fine still in these type of elos. And this is why this gameplay, right? I want to show you guys that it doesn't really matter if it's rocky or not. At the end of the day, you're still going to be able to carry your games. Obviously, this is a great game overall because everyone is technically doing good, but then there comes the question, okay guys, I already got a lead, I already got my advantages, what do I do with it? And that's the plan on this video. I want to show you guys how to basically, after getting that lead, you're going to be able to just to push it through playing for objectives and making good decisions overall. Obviously, as we already know, plays need to make some form of sense, so that's what you're going to be able to see in this video specifically. Because a lot of times, people tend to go for the aggressive plays when they have no meaning or no purpose, and then they just start throwing the game, they start stalling, it gets to 30 plus, and then after that the enemy scales, and it all goes to the garbage. So we don't want that to happen. Obviously right here we saw Zin on the bot side, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take his whole top side. I'm not caring too much about Dragon. I don't care if he takes it, I don't care if he doesn't. At the end of the day, I'm not having it on my mind right now. And I have a lot of gold, so I'm just gonna go ahead and back. I could go for the Raptors, but then again, it's not really needed. Katarina, been playing really, really aggressively. I really want to capitalize on that. I'm really happy that this Annie was able to capitalize on the Aatrox roam, which is going to set Aatrox even farther behind, which is something that a lot of top laners like to do. They love like to roam in this type of scenarios, and it's like, okay, you're roaming, but you know how much you're going to be losing off that roam. And not just that, but then he ended up being dead. So right here, I just want to catch up this wave, but then Katarina just stays, and it's like, bro, why are you giving me such a free kill? Thank you very much. And then after that, obviously what I came here for, the wave, I want to catch it up. I'm going to leave 1 minion, or 2 minions, I think, so that, okay, I'm not going to leave anything. The wave is going to stay there, 6 minions to 6 is going to stay neutral, and then I can capitalize on Katarina aggression after she comes back. So that's technically going to be my plan for the early game. Just play towards mid lane and top lane, and then just use those advantages that I get into just destroying the whole map. Because at the end of the day, a lot of players just tend to be like, oh my god, I need to stay farming so that I can keep my advantages. No guys, this is not what we do. When we get an advantage, it's time to push it. If you don't push your lead, then why is it worth taking it? Like, you need to push it in a way that you go for, like, you start forcing objectives. I don't want you to start forcing like meaningless fights, because meaningless fights make no sense. I want you to start forcing things that make sense. If you want to kill bot lane, then you go for bot lane tower. If you want to kill top lane, you should be going for top lane tower. And this is kind of the initiation of the macro plays, right? Like, you need to make sure that every single time you do something, this something has some form of sense. So right here, obviously I could have gone for my red buff, but then again, I just want to capitalize on the Katarina. That's why I'm hovering over mid lane so much. And then after that, I'm just checking out the top lane, see if we can get a dive or not. And then since I already have a massive lead, I'm just checking out to see where this Xin is, because I know that my mid laner is way stronger, my top laner is way stronger, so I don't really see why I should not be playing towards this side of the map. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing for the early game. So right here, there's nothing going on, they're all pushing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take the wolves immediately. Minimum awareness, guys. I see that the Xin is coming. I'm just gonna pass towards Annie, at the same time taking everything. You know, I got her, boom, got her ultimate, and then after that, I'm, you know, gonna save her. It's your duty, guys, to save her. Irelia comes down here, I'm gonna be able to grab up and it over there. And then if the Katarina stays, we're just gonna go ahead and kill her. Obviously, I want to help Annie push because I don't want her to die, and I am a greedy ass player, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab up my mark here. Notice how I didn't take the minions, I just took the XP. I maybe just let it be down so that the Annie was able to just take the minions, so that's pretty good too. So after that, you know, just got my mark. Katarina is kind of roaming. Aatrox, I see that is kind of roaming. I don't want to get collapsed on, so I'm just gonna go ahead and back off. Backing off was right there was kind of aggressive, but then again, you know, I'm just chilling, really. Gonna get a dagger because I'm thinking going towards maybe the Stormrazor or Hurricane. There's the build that I've been trying out that I've been enjoying a lot, which is basically the Hurricane into Hydra. I feel like it's very, very good, and then every bolt gives the Hydra proc, and then you can deal a lot of damage between, you know, when people are nearby. So that's very, very good. So Irelia went in ahead and killed the Xin Zhao in a gank, and then Katarina is coming down here. Obviously, you know, I'm down here too. She's kind of making like a desperate play, and I'm just here to clean up everything because, you know, we don't make those here. And then, you know, since, you know, it's reaching that moment where you need to start going for those things. So Xin did not want to take the dragon, and this is going to be the first play that I'm going to be making in terms of actually doing something for the map. Obviously, Xin was stopped, he died, and then if he shows up, we kill. Bot lane is dead. Why not just go ahead and take the dragon since Xin did not want it? After that, I'm just gonna check if I can get something from his jungle, and then if he shows up, I'm just gonna fight him. At this point, it's just me I'm just gonna be forcing things really, because at the end of the day, I'm so strong at this point. Very close to my Kraken Slayer or my Gale Force. They're both pretty good in Kindred. And then after that, I start working towards Storm Racers. This is where I see Sin. Immediately just gonna go ahead and start attacking him. 2 levels up. There's no way why I should be scared. Just get the kill. I see the Ziver rotating, I see the Yumi rotating, but then what is a Yumi gonna do? I know that there's a plant there, so I'm just gonna chill. Katarina is chasing, I'm completely fine. Annie shows up, I'm just waiting for her because I see my teammates running towards me. But then again, I don't want to force anything. The play's already done. I took his jungle, I took his kill, I took his life, I took his mom, I took everything. So at the end of the day, that guy doesn't have anything left, which is kind of sucky, because at that point then, you know, if he doesn't have anything left, then what is there to lose? That's when you start going for crazy plays and stuff, but then again, I'm not gonna give him a chance to do it. So it's reaching that point, that mark in the game where I need to just start focusing on objectives. I'm just gonna try to prioritize Herald a little bit. Gonna go ahead and get my Kraken Slayer. Was hoping to get Kraken Slayer plus boots, and normally I would get either plates or mech threats, but I'm gonna go Berserker Greaves here just for the lulls because of how much advantages I have. Again, remember this is high gold, low platinum. This is gold 1, platinum 4 gameplay. So at the end of the day, it's not like super to worry about, I would say. So obviously, Aurelia just got killed. She gave a really big shutdown, even though Annie is actually playing really aggressive. And I feel like this is a really big mistake that people tend to make. When they see a winning lane, they kind of ditch it and then just go for the losing lane. It's like, no, man, just go for the winning lane. Try to make the winning lane just basically win. So right here, this bush was warded. I did not see it because I don't know if you see my camera movement, and then he's just gonna execute. I'm not gonna be too mad about it. You know, I can get the wave solo XP. After that, I can just go ahead and maybe take the Herald. I'm gonna go for it, yes. And then after that, I'm just gonna be able to take either mid lane and top lane. So what my next plan is gonna be, I want to throw this either the top lane or the mid lane. Since top lane is nearby and Irelia is winning really hard, I'm going to throw it top lane. But I'm going to do something, as you guys can see. I'm just going to go ahead and set up in a way that I can kill the Aatrox and then throw the Herald. Why is this? Because if I throw it on its own, then Aatrox is going to be able to defend tier 2, but then if we kill him before he gets to lane, 1, he's gonna miss all those minions. 2, he's gonna be in a really uncomfortable position, and 3, he's not gonna be able to defend the tier 2. So by doing this, I'm just making a 1 tower play into a 2 tower play. So he shows up, he has to show up. I'm very strong. Hello, how's it going? Thank you very much for the free kill. Doesn't really matter, there's no way you're gonna kill me. I don't know why I ulted here, but then again, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna grab up the healing and I'm gonna throw Herald. Right now, he has 20 seconds left timers. There's no way he's gonna be able to catch that up. So these people show up. Obviously, awareness, guys. This is one of the biggest things in the game. Minimum awareness. You saw the Katarina going up there, you saw the Sivir going that way, and then you saw Yumi Zin's out top and Aatrox was dead. The only way you could have run away was where I basically flashed away. If I did not, then 1, either I would have to fight, which I could have fight. Obviously, with Irelia being so strong, it's completely fine to fight. But then again, so right here, I see my Mark. I want to go on Katarina. I get the kill and run away. Again, this is what I mean through forcing. And most of the players would be like, okay, I'm really low, I need to back. And it's like, no, man, you just killed Katarina. This is your time that you have to go. Because I know that everybody's basically at the red buff, and I want to make sure not to get caught up. And then this tower is super low. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it and then rotate bottom lane to go for tier 2. Notice how now I am basically playing for objective from now on. I'm not caring about, you know, as you can see, Aatrox is going towards my jungle, and it's like, yeah, I don't really care. I'm just gonna go ahead and see this Ashe, because since everybody's stopped, then no one's defending this bot lane, right? And then you can just go ahead and take it. So that's basically what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna go ahead, wait for the minions. I see Katarina, she's 1 level down on me. Nothing to worry about. I'm just, you know, waiting for her to get on that dagger. She does, and then, you know, 1 auto here and there. She does again, and then after that, Ashe is gonna be able to take it. And then Seaver comes in. I don't know what you're thinking. Even though I'm half HP, I'm 3 levels ahead of you. There's no point for you to, being there trying to fight us. And then we're just gonna go ahead and take the tower. Notice how I'm basically just focusing on the full-on tower. And then if they're coming and defending, I'm just killing them. That's the main point of getting an advantage. Basically removing the defenders of the objectives. And then from there on, you're gonna be able to just get the objective. Get the objective. And that's what I basically call forcing an objective, because yeah, if you could say that I'm getting those kills but then I'm not getting anything afterwards, again, that would be pretty bad. But then since I'm getting the kills and then I'm getting stuff done, that's how you start snowballing the game, because the more towers you take, the less space or the less safe space they're gonna have on the map. Right here, that was kind of awkward. I just tabbed in a second, but then again, right there, same thing. What tower do I want to go for next? I can go for the mid lane tower, I can go for the top lane tower. Obviously I want to secure my red buff first before going into action, and then I can go for tier 3 bottom, I can go for tier 2 mid lane, tier 2 top lane. So I'm basically, you know, as I'm taking this, I'm just deciding, and then as I see my whole teammate die over there, I should have been there. You could technically say that it was a mistake not being there, but then again, I kind of, you know, took the safe route, I would say, even though I should have gone there. The only reason why I say that this is bad is because sometimes it could become habit, not following in those kind of situations, and that could be really bad. But then again, as you can see, we can just go ahead and take the tier 2. That was going to be my decision because I really had the top lane already completed. Mid lane is technically pushing, so everything is pushing. We have a lot of pressure, so why not just capitalize on that pressure? I'm just going to go, since no one's pushing tier 3, I'm just going to go ahead and let Annie push mid lane, let Irelia to push top lane, and I'm just going to go ahead and steal his jungle and then push bot lane. So I'm going to try to jump over this wall, boom, start taking all these minions. They're going to go ahead and fight mid lane. I don't really understand that fight really, especially because Ashe is back and then they're kind of forcing. But then again, notice how I kind of don't care anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and go for the tier 3 bottom since they're pushing mid lane. And then if they rotate, I'm just going to rotate maybe mid lane and just start breaking their defenses like that, because the more they move, the more uncomfortable they're going to be, and the more uncomfortable they are, it's just going to be really bad for them. So with this pressure, mid Ashe and Azir are pushing mid lane. I am pushing tier 3 bot lane. So at the end of the day, I'm just winning way too much. They decide to go for the mid lane play, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and take your inhib then. And now I see them all rotating. Immediately, I'm just gonna go ahead and mark Aatrox because I'm thinking in a way to fight. But then again, it's not really worth it to fight over there. You're risking death, and you know, if you do get something, you're not gonna be able to get anything off that. So you just want to play it safe. Usually you don't want to give away the big shutdown, which it's pretty funny because that's, I think, what I'm going to be doing here. I see the Katarina. I kind of want to go in, but then again, I'm still rotating. They're going to all go towards bot side. I'm immediately going to capitalize on the top side from Xin. And notice how I'm not playing towards my side of the map. I'm playing towards Zin's side of the map. This is how you start snowballing these games, because if you don't, it's going to be pretty tough. Right here, I want to go for Herald. Why? Because my mark is there mainly, and then after that, this Herald's going to help me destroy their whole base. So that's what I'm going to go for. They have no space to contest this. They're all on the bot side. They're all trying to defend their objectives. And then after that, you know, people tend to say that it's not worth it to get one inhib so early, but I don't feel like it's the right thing, because once you get it early, you can just pressure other things, because the main argument is that people would just be getting free CS, right? The lane is pushing by default, so you're just giving away free CS, but really it's not, because if they're busy focusing on that pressure, you can pressure other sides of the map, and then you can just basically break their defenses like that. And that's the main point. Obviously, it is really good when you are pressuring, but then if you're not pressuring, getting the inhib is not too good. That's technically my thought process. And as you can see, I'm gonna break up the bot tier, and then they're busy defending it. We just kill Xin, we just kill Yuumi. So basically only 2 people left on the map, and then one of those guys is on the bot side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop Herald here. This Sivir, I don't really know what she's doing. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to kill her, but then again, I don't really need to kill her because she's not defending, so she's technically dead for the purpose of actually getting the objective. So there's really no risk for me to waste my flash, no risk for me to, like, no value on risking my flash for a kill that it's basically dead. So yeah, so right here, I'm just gonna make sure that we get the tower. 1 hit on the Katarina. They're all coming. Again, rotate. You never want to be facing those situations where you want to go like straight up 1v9. Obviously, right there, I could go straight up 1v9, I think, but I just decided to play it safe. At the end of the day, you know, you want to play as if you would normally play, because the right way to play, it's a habit. The way you play the game, it becomes habit. So if you go really aggressive, you by nature are going to be really aggressive. If you go really not aggressive, you're going to go not aggressive most of your games. And this is why practicing in this game is so important. So yeah, as you can see, just in the span of like 5 minutes, we were able to get the bottom all towers, mid lane all towers, top lane all towers. So at the end of the day, what's left? I don't know why they're going for that fight over there. Notice how that fight right now, at this specific moment, it has no value. And this is how you start throwing games. Look at this, Ash is suiciding for the Katarina, which is not worth anything. And then, well, she lived, no, she died. And then right here, you know, you have to push waves, because if you don't push waves, there's no way you're going to be able to win the game. Obviously, right here, you could debate that I don't really need to push it because the inhibit's already open. But then again, since I'm on my way, I can just go ahead and kite the minions backwards. I mean, and then, you know, just go there. And since there are 2 people dead, and then Aatrox and Yuumi are bot side, the only one that is going to be defending is the Sivir, and I'm not scared of Sivir, so I can just go ahead and take this free inhibitor. After that, just go to the top, go to the mid lane, and that's it. Or you could even go crazy and then kill everyone since you're so far ahead. But then again, like, it's not the main purpose. The main purpose is to play as clean as you can, and then, you know, just build a habit of playing clean. Aatrox shows up, and I'm like, okay, you know, if you want to show up, it's completely fine to me. I have to ulti. I kind of was thinking about smiting the Gromp to get like all the power and all the healing, but then again, it's not needed. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill the Aatrox, kill the Yuumi, and then just get the Gromp afterwards. Now I'm full HP, and you know, since I'm full HP, I don't really need to back. Yeah, I have a really good back, but you know, we just killed 2 people. Why back? There's only, you know, and the overall in the map, it's going to be a 4v3 because Azir is on the bot side. So really, you don't really like need to back. You want to back when they're all defending everything. Because as you can see here, they cannot defend, so why really back? If you back, you're just losing the timing on the objective, which is not really good. So right now, you're going to go ahead and take the mid lane inhib. I'm going to immediately go for the top lane inhib. And that's basically all she wrote. So one last fight. I kind of want to go crazy here. I'm just going to start autoing. I don't really have to back either way. I'm going to kill everyone. Boom, you're dead. Boom, you're dead. Right here, sadly, I die. I had no grievous wounds. But then again, my whole team was able to just get everything done. So yeah, they're just going to go for the towers. They're just going to go for everything. And that's basically the whole game. So, you know, leave a like, smash like, sorry, leave a comment if you like the gameplay. Let me know if there's anything you want to know specifically, so that we can, you know, have a conversation about it. What should my next video be about, and what champions you want me to play next. So yeah, stay healthy, and I wish you the best in today. See you in the next video.